Hi, I'm Ananya Gopalan, and I've been in the industry for over 10 years now. A little on my education, I did my graduation in pure science, and along with my graduation, I did a GNIT course covering the computer basics. So I started my career essentially with connecting computers and dumping software and teaching the teachers within a school how to use computers and stuff. Around that time, I got an offer to get into call centers, really, our BPO sector. And I spent the first 4 years of my careers in the call centers doing a variety of jobs like your sales, customer care, support, business development, and most of it was around people management and relationship management with business partners. The last 6 years of my career essentially has been spent in IT operations kind of an environment in banking sector. So I moved from your sales service sector into pure banking sector into IT, and I've done about the last 6 years over there. Uh, Core job was over there to lead the service delivery of application support and service desk kind of an environment across different geographies and across different time zones. So at this point in time, I'm providing consulting services in the capacity of principal consultant for the infrastructure management environment in a bank. Over here, one of the key responsibilities, and pretty new to this role, right? So, one of the key responsibilities I have here is to define the continual improvement structure for the infrastructure environment. And obviously, Six Sigma has come to my rescue again. Many of you who are watching this video may be aware or may have heard this concept of DDDM. My introduction to Six Sigma was essentially way back in 2004 in the form of BPI, Business Process Improvements. That's the way the company I was associated with then were driving Six Sigma, right? So we had a problem in our environment. It was a customer care environment, and the problem was first contact resolution was not as good as the business wanted it to be, and we wanted to see it, etc. And at that point in time, while a lot of us had ideas to improve first contact resolution, first call resolution, etc., none of them seemed to be working, or we didn't know whether the ideas that we were implementing were actually working, giving the necessary results or not. Giving that whole initiative a greenbelt structure, getting a team together, getting a set of experts together, sitting, brainstorming, thinking about what are a few things that can work, what are a few things that cannot, listening to what the data is actually telling you instead of going by the gut feel, because most of us do that. I've been doing this for a long time, so I know this may be the right way to do it. So Six Sigma tries to eliminate that, and it was an amazing experience. We managed to improve first contact resolution by, if I remember right, about 8 to 10% at that point in time, and it was data-driven decision making. And that's one of the things that at times we as banks or IT environments or service industry tend to ignore, because we've been doing something for a long time and we think it works that way, or we go by our gut feel, etc. So one of the things that I'm trying to introduce is, how is it that we make effective decisions but basis data, basis what your data is telling you. So for that, first, can we start getting the data? Can we start getting meaningful data? Can we start first looking at meaningful information, collating it, and then trying to listen to what that data is saying? And Six Sigma is really helped me. My main motive behind going for this black belt certification with Benchmark was to ensure I get new ideas, I get fresh ideas around how is it that I can structure the continual improvement environment in my organization better. And to say I've got a lot of ideas, I think would be really an understatement. One of the things that I know I'm going to be using probably right on Monday when I go to office is, how can I do DOE in my environment? And I've got a couple of really, I would say, innovative ideas to get the DOE in the environment, in one of the environments that I'm leading, one of the improvements that I'm leading, because you think a couple of options are going to work, either basis your past experience or basis what the experts are telling you. But DOE gives you a way to see how does it help you, how do a couple of combinations help you, what does it do to your end goal. So that's one of the things I know for a fact I'm going to do. Visual aids is one of the things we all know they work, but we rarely use it. And I think one of the ways to embed that whole culture of Six Sigma or improvements within your organization or within the environment that you're in is by using the right visual aid. And what visual aid can be better than putting the data in a form that's easily understandable to people, and that's easily understandable to those guys who are actually responsible for the data looking the way it's looking. So you get your control limits in place, you put up control charts, you put up histograms, etc., which shows what's happening to the metrics and how those metrics looking at a team level, at a site level, at a process level. I think these things can be great motivators for teams to do a better job, to be informed first, to be aware of what's going on, or to be aware of how what they are doing manifests into something bigger, something better, something that the business or your customers or your partners really want to see. The correlation of the metrics. For instance, probably they are patching servers, or let's say they are delivering a service within 5 minutes, 10 minutes. How is that impacting either the availability of the servers, or reduced downtime, or customer service from a delivery of service perspective? I think that correlation, if the engineers or analysts at the grassroots level understand, and they understand the impact they have on those bigger metrics like customer satisfaction or server availability or less downtime or less time between failures, I think we as consultants or people who are driving continual improvement have to a certain extent achieved our goals. It was huge. It was my first successful complete Six Sigma project, and I loved that experience. Moved on to, like I said, IT banking after that, and one of my responsibilities as a part of leading the application support and service desk environment was also to lead the quality function essentially for the entire environment. Many things that we do informally, really. I think Six Sigma just gives it a structure. And while a few of us may think, so what am I going to do with this structure? Is it redundant? Is the structure really needed? I really think the structure is needed. Let's take an example, something as simple as your affinity diagram. Probably you look at a few causes, you look at a few effects, and you think, how do they bucket? You bucket them somewhere. But affinity diagram actually helps you put them in logical buckets so that any person looking at it can understand what's going where. I think these 5 days have given me immense ideas on how I can do it. I'm pretty excited having gone through this black belt training and certification. And one of the things I'll tell you about my organization, we as an organization don't, for the lack of a better word, endorse Six Sigma. As in, we don't say we drive all our improvements through Six Sigma. But even in an organization like that, within just 2 months, I think to a certain extent, I have been able to get the Six Sigma culture without actually saying Six Sigma. So it's not about saying Six Sigma or black belt or green belt projects, etc. It's about the essence of what Six Sigma actually drives. So my message to those of you who are watching this video, I've been in organizations that endorse Six Sigma big time, but it stops right there. And I've been in organizations that really don't look at endorsing it, but then we have that essence of Six Sigma. And I think that can come through people who go for certifications like this, who go for courses like this, who build their knowledge, and who actually understand that Six Sigma can be used in any environment, starting from probably your garage or your kitchen to a complicated banking or service provisioning or obviously manufacturing industry. So all the best to all of you guys who are watching this video, and thanks for listening through to me. I hope Six Sigma works for you because it's working for me big time. Thank you. Bye bye.